What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen today, I put together a very special build for y'all. Now, this one, I'm gonna be calling it the 6'7" free safety, also known as the 3-and-D threat build. Now with this one, we'll be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our standing dunk, perimeter defense, steal, and possibly our defensive rebound and stamina. Now we'll also be able to get the regular and standing contact dunks with a total of 52 badges. Now with this build, it's an elite on ball and off defender. All around one of the best defensive builds. I think it can truly be the meta. It's perfect to shoot from 3, especially with boost and takeover, and offensively this build can still carry a load. It's really elite considering its versatility, and out of all players from the NBA and NFL, this one reminds me of QB Otto Graham, who was versatile from the NFL playing multiple sports. So that's who this build's going to be reminding me of today. And before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So the first thing that you want to do is put this build under the small forward position. Let's go with the height of 6'7". As for that weight, we're going to go all the way up to 237 with the wingspan of 7'4". Now, this is what we should be looking like moving forward with this build. And the first area that I do want to dive into is going to be our physicals. So when it comes towards our stamina, I'm going to go all the way up to a 99. Getting into the vertical, I'm going to go with a 70. As for when it comes towards our strength, I'm going to go with an 84. And then moving into the acceleration, let's go all the way up to a 74. Now for that speed, I'm going to go with an 84 here as well. And this is what we should be looking like moving forward with today's build. Now I think absolutely this is the best way that you can go about it. Take into account this: activating your takeover, buying boost, as well as even wearing gear. That's going to give you an additional boost up to 10, even up to 15. So with that being said, you'll get that 99 stamina, 74 vertical, 88 strength, 78 acceleration with an 88 speed. So this sets you up perfectly to move into the rest of the build. And the first area that I'm going to dive into is going to be the finishing. So for that standing dunk, let's go all the way up to a 90. Getting into the actual driving dunk, I'm going to go with an 80. And then as for when it comes to the driving layup and close shot, leave this as is. Now as you can see, we get badges like Gold Precision Dunker, Rise Up Silver Fast Twitch, and Aerial Wizard. With that being said, you're also going to get the standing contact dunks. As far as for the driving dunk, we get Bronze Posterizer, Slithery, Whistle, then we get Silver Bunny, Aerial Wizard, Gold 2-Step Spin Cycle, and Precision Dunker. As far as for the standing dunk itself, I think these two areas paired up together are strong. Now for that driving layup, you also get badges like Bronze Giant Slayer, Slithery, then you also get Float Game. We're also going to work with 2-Step and Spin Cycle on the gold tier, Silver Pro Touch Bunny, and Aerial Wizard. Now I think we're off to a pretty good start for this kind of build. You can do everything when it comes towards this area. Now let's get started with the shooting. I'm going to go ahead and put my 3-pointer all the way up to a 79. Now we're going to leave that mid-range as is, and this is what's crazy about this build. Now you're going to get a rare build name out of this one with a 79 3-pointer, which makes it all the better and is really going to confuse your opponent. As far as when it comes down to the free throw, this is really optional. I'm going to put this all the way up to a 71. Now we get badges like Bronze Free Points. You're also going to get others like Deadeye, Green Machine, and then we're also going to be able to get Silver Open Looks, Guard Up Claymore, Spot Finder, Space Creator, Green Machine, and Corner Specialist with Gold Comeback Kid. As far as for the mid-range shot, a little bit more of the same, but then we also do get Bronze Midi Magician. Now we have 2 final areas to get into, and I think that's going to wrap this build up perfectly. So for that pass accuracy, this is a minimum threshold. You need to go with a 70, and that's really going to open up the floor on the offensive end. So as you can see, we get badges like Bronze Dimer, you also get Relay Passer, Special Delivery with Break Starter. I think this build is equipped perfectly to move forward into any game mode. Now let's wrap everything up when it comes towards our defensive end. So for our interior defense, go all the way up to a 68. As for our perimeter, I'm going to go with a 94. Getting into the steal, make sure you go with a 95. As for the block, I'm going to go with a 77. And then moving into our offensive rebound, I'm going to go with a 76. Now we have one final area, go with a 92 for that defensive rebound. Now you can put the remaining attributes towards your block or even any other area of your choosing. I truly think that this is the best way to go about today's build. For these defensive badges, we're going to get Hall of Fame Workhorse, Bronze Anchor, then we also get Gold Clamps, Pick Dodger with Silver Fast Feet, then we get Hall of Fame 94 Feet, Ankle Braces Challenger, also Workhorse again with Off-Ball Pass. Now for that steal, I like Gold Glove and Right Stick Ripper. You also get Hall of Fame Interceptor. That's what's really going to take this build over the top, making you a true 6-7 free safety out there. I think this is one of the most overpowered badges this year. Now for that block, once again, we get Bronze Chase Down Artist, Silver Pogo Stick, Gold Box Out Beast, Bronze Post Playmaker with Rebound Chaser, and the same exact thing for the defensive rebound. Now, I want to know your honest thoughts and opinions on this build today. Is there anything that you possibly would do to change or make this build a little bit better? Now, remember you get a +10 from activating your takeover, bind boost anywhere up to a +4 and wearing gear. Then the better you play throughout each game, 2K also will give you a minor boost. Now we do get a total of 6 Hall of Fame badges, 11 gold, 19 silver with 16 bronze. Let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. Now we should be able to get these 3 different comparisons, and as y'all can see, together we have created the rare 6'7" free safety, also known as the 3-and-D threat build. Now I love these comparisons, Sean Marion, OG Anunoby, and Miles Bridges. As for everybody who made it this far into the video, thank you so much for your support. More so than anything, thank the man above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.